One for the books tonight. Jalen Brunson struggling, shooting again, but he got the roll. 28 seconds to go. Knicks down 2. Knicks forced a turnover on the inbounds. Crazy sequence. I got it. You got it. Who's got it? The Knicks have it. Out to Donte DiVincenzo. A 3. No. But how about Isaiah Hartenstein? A massive offensive rebound. DiVincenzo, another chance. 14 ticks left. Got it. So the Knicks are up 1. Tyrese Maxey rejected by Hartenstein. What a sequence for Isaiah Hartenstein. Anunoby makes 2 free throws. So the Sixers are down 3. A last chance to force overtime. Joel Embiid, no. And the Knicks with an improbable, impossible win in Game 2. They win at 104-101 and now lead the series 2-0. Great to have you with us. Wow, 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 wow. From our Delta MSG studios, Bill Pito along with Alan Hahn and Wally Zerbiak. Monica McNutt will join us shortly. Well, guys, we're not going to forget this one for the rest of our lives, I don't think.
No, look, there are moments in a playoff run, and this is very early in the playoff, but there are moments where you know something's brewing. This was one of those moments. This was incredible when you consider how difficult this battle was all night long, how desperate the Sixers played volleyball, how much you know they desperately needed this game, and how the Knicks have they done all season long. Tom Thibodeau's team has been like this all year. They do not go away. You think you have them beat, and they still come back, and they fight you all the way to the end. You have to knock them out. The Sixers didn't, and the Knicks took a gigantic win and a 2-0 series lead.
Moments in a playoff run, I think moments in life, especially for the 19,812 that were in that building to witness those 2 threes go in and that end of the game. I'll tell you, that is unbelievable what this team is made up of. I mean, Jalen Brunson, if you watch him, when that shot bounced in, he looked up like, oh, my God, how did that go in?
Like, I finally got a bounce.
I finally got a bounce. Something finally went my way. He's been struggling mightily all game long. And then all of a sudden, Isaiah Hartenstein just turned into Superman. I mean, he got every loose ball. He made every play down the stretch. The huge block at the end of the game.
Massive.
The offensive rebound was just a lot of heart and just exactly what the Knicks needed. And then Donte DiVincenzo picking up his guy, Jalen Brunson, knocking down that huge shot. I mean, Philly, I can't imagine what that locker room looks like right now. Completely shell-shocked. They had a 5-point lead, controlled that fourth quarter, and they completely had that game stolen away from them by the New York Knicks.
And for Brunson, in the 2 games combined, 16 out of 54. He was 8 out of 26 in Game 1, 8 out of 29 in Game 2 tonight. But that 3 was obviously so key. Now, Lowry misses a free throw that would have put him up 6.
Big missed free throw
and
there,
so
too.
it's a 5-point situation, and the Knicks, as we take you through the fourth quarter, are able to prevail. There had been a stretch there over the final 7.5 minutes, Wally, where they only scored 6 points, but they scored 8 in the final 28 seconds.
I know, and Philly got going in the fourth quarter. Maxey with that drive, cuts it to 1. How about Bogdanovic? Didn't get into the game until the fourth quarter in the second half and nailed these amazing 2 big threes.
Oh.
That was a play for the highlight reels. Get
8.
off of me, Maxey.
Right
Deuce
here.
McBride, just unbelievable.
And 1, Knicks up 8. There's like 7 and change, and you're like, there's still too much time left, right? Too much time left because a 15-2 run, and suddenly we're right back into a dogfight again, Wally.
Yeah, and here comes Maxey, more Maxey, I'll tell you. Embiid was just a decoy because he could not move. Isaiah Hartenstein was the beneficiary.
7 in the second half. Didn't miss any of those.
Yeah, because Embiid couldn't move off the pick and roll, but Maxey continued to get buckets. That big bucket there took the lead for
This felt like a dagger.
Philly. It did.
105, right? Well, I'm sorry, not 105.
4-point lead for Philly right now.
196.
But this play, how about Donte getting that loose ball, making the smart play to kick it out to Jalen Brunson.
There's the bounce.
And watch this bounce.
John Starks,
just
Melo,
from the
everybody
heavens.
touched that ball in. Everybody did.
And
Latrell was in the building.
It was the loose balls that they got, guys.
Carelessness.
What is this?
What is Maxey doing?
And then get on the floor. Look at this. Get on the floor.
Josh Hart gets it. That, I thought, was going to be the look.
Hartenstein, give me that.
They got all the loose balls.
And look at the ball movement. There's DiVincenzo, gives the Knicks that 1-point lead.
Flex.
And then the Knicks have to get a stop. And what do? they get the stop
Downhill.
they need. Maxi's got the step. He's been making a play all day long. Big long arm by Hartenstein. The big block. The crowd just absolutely explodes on that play. And OG hits two crucial free throws. Outstanding defense. Embiid couldn't move. He couldn't walk. There was no way he was making that shot.
Should the Knicks have fouled
on one leg?
I mean, he gets the shot. You don't foul?
I argue with college coaches all the time.
So don't
play good meat and potatoes defense. You make them earn a three. You never know what's going to happen. If you make the first free throw and then you miss the second, you get an offensive rebound, tip in, maybe an and one, and you lose the game. So you win the game. See you later, Philly.
Rebounding battle was something Philly was focused on in this game. They did a much better job on the boards, but the Knicks in the very end was able to come out ahead, only +2 in this one, but those last two were monumental.
The theme for this team throughout has been their ability to grab loose balls. And you go over that sequence again, and we've watched it a couple of times.
Yes.
How many times, Wally and Allen, did the Knicks come up with the loose ball? 3 times you can count there with the game on the line. You got a couple of scrambles, and then Hartenstein with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, diving on the floor, this is what they're all about. And those 3 Villanova guys, this is how they were brought up this way. And they have brought that mentality here. It is something that Tom Thibodeau certainly has, always wants his players to buy into. And it has been all part of the characteristics of this team throughout the whole season. That was nothing new. That was Knicks basketball.
All right, Monica McNutt helped call the game tonight on ESPN Radio 98.7 FM. Monica, how you feeling across the street? What's happening there inside the arena?
Listen, I'm still pacing a little bit, as you can see. The energy is, what a finish. On my way downstairs from up at our radio spot, all types of chants. I mean, the fans are elated. It is an unreal finish. My partner, Pat, and I, we actually had to do a breathing exercise when we got Isaiah Hartenstein post-game. I was like, Zay, just humor me. Everybody needs to breathe. 1, 2, 3, inhale and exhale, just to regroup, guys, because what a frenetic finish. And what we kept saying on the radio, and you guys heard it, at least the last dozen games of the season for sure, maybe a little bit longer as this team navigated various injuries, we continue to hear them say, find a way. And tonight, capital F, capital I, N, capital D, an absolute way, and they did it in such incredible fashion, literally ripping the victory from the claws of defeat. I could not be more impressed with this group. And as I actually said to us, because I said, what did this reveal or what did it confirm about this team? He's like, that we do just that. We find a way and that we have incredible grit. He's like, I'm not sure how many other teams would have actually believed that they could have pulled this off.
Yeah, and it's amazing, too, when you think about the job that the Sixers have done, Monica, on Jalen Brunson, and they have kept him frustrated, off balance, all the different things you want to say about him and their leading scorer. They talked about taking the head of the snake off. The problem is that there's so many other pieces to this team that have stepped up. First half, Josh Hart. Second half, Isaiah Hartenstein. I mean, I guess you could say that they don't get to the end of this game without Josh Hart at the start of this game.
100%. 4 threes in that first half, and his energy, right? He and Deuce McBride, you saw what they could do when they picked up the pace in terms of closing the gap. And then in that third quarter, Deuce McBride going on a little bit of a heater of his own. But then, I mean, Han, again, the options in terms of which guys step up in the moment. Donte DiVincenzo can't knock down the go-ahead 3 if Isaiah Hartenstein is not fighting for his life with that offensive rebound. On the other end, Isaiah Hartenstein goes down and gets a huge block. And he also shared with us on that final play, guys, and this goes to head coach Tom Thibodeau and capital letter P when it comes to preparation. What were you thinking in terms of defending that final play? Well, we knew what they wanted to do. Coach Thibodeau told us in that timeout, and so we were prepared. Tonight is... We've had these flashpoints this season where you can kind of see what is happening, but I don't know if there is a bigger one than what we witnessed here tonight.
Monica, how important was it to get that 2-0 lead, and what do you think the mindset and mentality is of that Philadelphia 76er locker room right now?
Oh, Wally, you already know. They are hot about this one. I know that Wells Fargo Arena will be rocking when we get there later this week on Thursday. As you know, that fan base, just like this fan base, wears their heart on their sleeve. It's going to be loud in there. Guys, for Joel Embiid, who's lugging that knee, and for Tyrese Maxey, who's under the weather, both to have 35 and 34 points respectively, they literally left it all out here. They were not supposed to leave without a split heading back to Philadelphia. And so I'm sure there's some anger there. And in fact, Coach Nick Nurse said pregame, Josh Hart hits 3 threes. Like, to some degree, you're going to live with that, right? In the fourth quarter, talking about last night's game. Well, I guess they got to live with the finish of this one because, baby, that was something.
All right, Monica, great stuff. As always, we'll talk to you on Thursday night for Game 3 with the Knicks in Philadelphia.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so Embiid tonight, guys, goes for 34, Maxey 35. No other Sixer scored more than 10 points. So
That's how they roll.
Yeah. Well,
Embiid played 39 minutes, too.
Look at this scene.
outside
It's getting started.
7th Avenue, fans very happy about the Knicks going up 2 games to none.